everyone and welcome to this special live stream about domaining. Today our guest is Hiren Patel, known by Terra Domain at Nimpros and founder of QualityNames.com. He is one of the nicest people in the domain community. That's why he accepted our invitation to this live stream to share with you his experience in domain investing. Patel's last public sale is electriccar.com, which sold for $180,000. He moved from two-figure profit to six-figure profit in just 4 years. So today, Patel and I will discuss how he started investing in domain names, what kind of domains he recommend to go with. Also, we got a peek into some of his biggest sales and how he closed the deals. Okay, let me send him a request right now. Hello, Patel.
Hey, how are you, my friend?
Welcome, and thank you for making time to join us today.
No problem. Anytime, anytime.
Thank you so much. I know you are a busy person, so I guess let's go straight into the questions.
No problem.
Thank you so much. So I have already introduced you to the community, and the first question I have in mind is how did you get into the domain?
For some reason, it's a very long story, but keep it short. I can say we all are connected through the internet, right? And and by connecting through the internet, we need to go through the site basically, and to go through the site, somebody needs to have the web address, right? And this domain is nothing but basically a web address, where we can store our if there is a particular business, they can store their information about what they are doing, how they are doing, and if the business name is very easy and memorable, then that's very good for the business owner, so they don't have to put lots of effort into the marketing behind that business. So there are so many thoughts behind it, and for somehow I just connected through this kind of medium,
Okay, so when was the first time you heard about domaining and you get into this business?
Yeah, in around 2010 and 2011, I was just searching certain things on eBay, and I found out that few people are selling domains, and yeah. So basically, at that time, I thought, most of time, as a just general person or as a general user, we will think that, oh, if somebody is listing on eBay, on Amazon, that means it must be selling for that price. Yeah. So I thought people were people listed many names for unreasonable price, which I can understand now compared to that time. But at least it gave me a thought that at least this is a kind of a area which is which we can explore, more. And at that time, at the same time, almost at same time, there was some .co promotions running around at that time, and I end up buying almost $2,000 to $5,000 worth of names. I hand register basically everything, Yeah. Yeah. So, but that hand registration did not brought any result for me in my that first 1 year or so. Yeah, actually I sold couple names, but for $300 or something, but that is not so in reality I lost the money. I lost the money. I lost money in 2011 and 2010 and 11, and because of I have a other source of income, so I didn't give much importance to this area, and then I left.
Okay, so you have other businesses besides the domain in the business. You have other businesses.
Yes, I am. I have a real estate business. with my
Okay.
brother in India, and I'm living in USA, so I'm also working job as well at the same time.
Okay. Okay. So I guess that's why you do have negotiation techniques. I it's not easy just for anyone to sell domain names or have negotiation techniques. Anyone can learn about domaining, but how to negotiate and how to find the right seller and the right buyer and to be the middleman between them to be a domainer. It's not that easy, and it takes a lot of years of experience.
No, see, the thing is, like, see, the negotiation comes later part, like a negotiation, because first we need to understand, or we need to learn about what is good things to buy first. So honestly speaking, in my early days, like uh, you and me, like anything, like because 99.99% people, they always think that because we are very intimidated by the sales of 5 figure, 6 figure, 7 figure,
Yeah,
and we will think that, oh, this is something we can try and we can get the same amount of success, but it doesn't work that way, and we end up starting with the hand registration of something fancy item like
yeah,
tigerloveshark.com, and we will think, oh, somebody will pay me $1 million. It's not gonna happen, right?
yeah,
Be-
yeah.
but but at least, like if we start from somewhere, then we will get somewhere, basically, right, in life.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
so in reality, like initially, what gives me the happiness about the name is, let's say, like I bought a name and I park with a particular landing page or something, right? So
Okay.
the if I get a few visitors, if I get the few visitors,
Yeah.
that
Typing
give me the,
visitor.
yeah, typing it gives me the happiness. That means at least I bought something.
Yeah, that's what
we
people are looking for. Yeah.
Yes, the people are looking for. That is
Yeah.
one of the very very good sign, in
Yeah.
initial stage. If
Yes.
we
Yeah.
really if we really want to start this business, or if we really want to enter into this business, then this is one of the very good parameter, basically.
Yeah, yeah. That's why you either go with the if you are a newbie or someone who wants to start, it will be easy to go with keywords, domain names, or some kind of special trends that are going on. If there is a new trend about something new in the tech or in the technology, and you heard about it in the news or something like that, that may be a good start for a hand raise to start hand raising dominance. But if you are from what I have learned from you in the pre-call, if you are willing to invest big in the domain industry, you need to get into premium domains. You can't just keep buying hand raised and waiting for someone to pay you a 5 or 6 figure for that domain.
See, the thing is, like everybody needs to start their journey from somewhere, right?
Yep.
And the, the thing is, like, uh, handrage is very big area, very huge, right?
Yeah.
And just imagine, now we need to talk about the numbers. There are 366 million names got registered, okay? S-
Oh,
right now, currently registered names are 366 million, okay? And
okay.
now, and I think in a last quarter, like from January to March, uh, I think almost 5 million names, people got, they registered 5 million names, new names in last 3 months. Yeah, new names.
Okay.
So now imagine, like, if somebody new comes into the market and he hand registered something uh, today, that is
Okay.
like 366 and one,
Well, yeah.
366 million
Million.
plus
Yeah. And
plus one name. That means
yeah.
you need to compete with other
Yeah.
366 million names to to make sure that your name is at least
Impossible. It's impossible to,
no 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 no
that
no
kind of,
see, the thing is, you can still hand register the name, but
yeah,
I seen many people, even right now there are so many people hand register the names, and they have a very good success,
yeah,
but I think they that success comes from the people who had a trading history, like some kind of trading history. That
yeah,
trading history will give you the confidence, and will teach us, like, these are the area that we can explore. And hand registration is also good only for the future tech, right? So,
yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah,
let's
that's
say, like,
yeah.
but even in a future technology, sometimes the terms are not clear. I can give you one example. Let's say, like, the driverless car is a future, right?
Yeah.
So there are three different terms in the market right now for the driverless car. One is
Okay.
autonomous car, one is driverless car, and one is a self-driving car. So in reality, we don't know which term is gonna be household
Yeah.
term in a future,
Yeah.
right? So even in a technology, yes, like, you can hand raise like certain like future technology, but there are also possibility that that technology will never pick up.
Yeah.
So
I guess the easiest way to get into different tech is to have the best domain, the primary niche for each domain. For example, if you are going, I don't know, for in cars and you have the money, you can get car.com. I know it's really expensive, but just the idea. If you are going into any new niche, new technology, I mean, you need to have the primary niche, not the micro niches, not the micro niche. You need to have the primary niche. If you are talking about, for example, the domain name that you have sold, the electriccar.com, it's the primary niche for any electric car. Maybe it's auto or any other type of cars, but electriccar.com is the primary niche. So
mm,
only that domain name make you make you inside that industry, whether they want you or not. You are inside that industry of electric cars.
yeah, see, the thing is that electriccar.com, right? It's a kind of a category defining term, like, so it, it represents entire category, okay? and
Yeah.
and and so, like, it's a, like, a different topic that we may discuss in a later some time, but
Okay.
right now what we are trying to discuss is, like, about the hand raise and
Uh,
everything, right? So basically, honestly speaking, like, 99%, because I would like to share the people, because I've been through the same situation in the past.
okay.
99.99% been to the same situation in the past. Still
Yeah.
everybody start the same way, and still, like, but some people can afford to lose money in initial stage, some people cannot afford to lose it, right?
Yeah.
So
But
then many people, they leave the industry because of this, like, failure, right? So
uh,
basically, even in a 2016, I'm talking about, no, sorry, 2015 and 16, I restarted, so I left everything in 2010 and 11, and I come back in 2015 and 16,
yeah.
and I started again with the hand raise for 1 year, and I didn't get any success with that, and but during that time there was some kind of a trend called Chinese premium,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
that Chinese premium uh, category, which was like 6 number, 5 numbers, four, not 4 number, 4 number is very expensive, but
Yeah.
that 5 numbers, 6 numbers, and even a 7 numbers, but don't do anything in 7 numbers right now, okay? Those trend is already gone, but
Yeah.
I'm just explaining that. And even the 4 letter and 3 letter become very hot in 2015 and 16 at that time.
Yeah.
So instead of me dreaming about thousands and millions of dollars, right? I was, I thought I need to change something, because nothing is working for me. So I started focusing into only one thing. That one thing was, I want to get the experience of trading. Even if I only make $25 profit, I am happy, right?
Okay.
So
Yeah.
then I started buying let's select the average price for a particular asset, because average price for a particular asset is let's say like $75, then
Yeah.
I try to find those assets like in aftermarket, in auction, or on Nampros or any other platform, to see like if somebody can sell me, or if I can find something in a $50, then
Okay.
I try to sell on Nampros for $75. And
So 15 profit.
no, $25 profit.
25. Yeah.
Yeah, and then that 4liter.com, the average price at that time, see, right now the average price for lower end 4liter.com is around $90 to $100 right now.
100. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
$100. Yeah.
just average is $100 right now. And we are talking about lower end 4liter.com, okay, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So but at that time the average price touched almost $300 at that time, in 2015
Okay.
and 16. Yeah. And even inside that there were two different category. One is Chinese premium, and one is like just any random 4 liter. Okay.
Yeah.
So we are forget about Chinese premium, because right now there is no such market out there for Chinese premium. So like, I don't want anybody to get confused and start thinking and start trying to invest with the same mindset. So I want to be
Yeah.
very clear that those time already gone, but that time uh, brought me a little better result for trading wise to me, that I was trying to find the 4liter.com for around $200 to $25, and try to sell into the Nampros or any other Skype group or WhatsApp group for $250 to $275. So my target was to make $25 to $50 profit. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
And that is how I want to climb the ladder steps very slowly and gradually.
Okay.
So basically, instead of hand raise, I turned my focus into the auction, and I turned my focus into something which many people can understand, because there is an average price for certain category. You understand, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah, so basically no 5 liter, no 6 liter. Okay. Yes,
Okay.
I was buying a 2word.com in GoDaddy auction, but
Okay.
something. So another good thing is also like, see, right now the GoDaddy auction becomes very competitive,
Yeah.
right? But just for an example, let's say like if I want to start something, then that means like I will try to enter into the auction. Okay.
Okay.
And if there is like multiple bids, then I will think that, oh, at least there are few people who thinks this assets is valuable, you know
Yeah.
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 So instead of hand registering something, this can be another better option, right?
Okay.
So during initial stage, we may not understand what is a good price to pay for a particular asset, right?
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So for that, the people can learn from the namebio.com,
Yeah. Yeah.
which gives the history for a similar keyword or something, right? So try
Yeah.
to. So basically, for me, I would suggest anybody who likes to start new, right?
Okay.
I would suggest aftermarket is the best place to start. But
Yeah. So,
even in aftermarket, it's very hard to understand. So
yeah. Yeah.
so basically, if anybody really want to start as a new person in the industry, don't worry about the meaning or anything. Try to buy the 4liter.com, try to buy for $100, and try to sell for $125 to $150.
Okay. So, also I do recommend to anyone who wants to start to join a community. You need to have a community. For example, you and me, we are on NamePros. You may have been joined in other groups. So anyone who wants to start domaining, he needs to have a community so to understand the value of each land, of each aspect of a domain name. Yeah, there are results on NameBio, but sometimes they are exaggerated, and it's preferred to be inside a community to ask people to ask for appraisal and stuff like that, and
Yeah.
yeah, and that will give anyone a good start. So I know I'm taking a lot for your time. I will keep asking you some of the questions I have here and that I have been gathering from my my followers.
Okay.
So I guess we have already answered some of those questions. Well, another question here: do you prefer flipping domains on a monthly basis or holding domain names for years until the right buyer? For
See, the
now.
thing is, like, honestly speaking, it depends on the person. Okay, like
Okay.
the way I invest into something is keeping long-term outlook. Okay, so I am purchasing the name, or I am purchasing an asset with the long-term outlook. Okay, if
Okay.
if it sells earlier, if it brings me the result earlier than like expected, I I will happy to trade. Okay,
Okay.
so
So
I have sold certain names within even a 1 week for a
1 week.
yeah,
1 week.
for a
Even with the lock, because the domains are locked for like 2 months.
they locked for external transfer.
Okay. So you
they
need
they
to.
are, they are not locked for internal transfer, and even every registrar is different.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, every registrar is different, but even I have sold the names within a 2 days. I have sold a name within a 1 week. I have sold names within a 2 weeks. I'm talking about 5-figure sale. Okay,
Okay.
so yeah, so but the thing is, I purchased the asset with the long term outlook. Okay,
So
but
the idea was about holding the domain, but
yeah,
if you got if you got a good offer, you just go with it.
no, see, the thing is, see, there are various models, right? There are certain models in the industry which is based on the outbound technique. Okay, like
Okay.
outbound means like the people buy the name, and they will reach the seller, or they will reach the business owner of the similar
Ah,
keyword or something, and they will try to
okay.
sell, right? But
Yeah.
my model is based on incoming inquiry. That means I only start negotiate with somebody when I have an incoming inquiry.
Okay.
So for my model, the long term outlook is more preferable, because otherwise what happens, let's say, like, if I buy a name keeping that, okay, oh, I want to sell this in a 1 month, and if it does not bring any result to me, I get frustrated.
Yeah. Yes.
But if I
Certainly.
bought the asset with, let's say, like, okay, I will hold in 2-3 years, then and if it got sold in 6 months, I will be happy.
Yeah.
See,
Yes, indeed.
honestly, and this is my honest, this is my, I'm going to share honestly, and a few of my very close friend knows about it. When I bought the electriccar.com in
Okay.
2017, I already had a mindset at that time that that because at that time the electric car market was 2%. Okay,
Yeah.
and but it was growing 40 to 50% every year. So I already know that this asset is going to be very valuable in
Yeah.
roughly around 2020. So until 2020, I don't want to even think about that I want to sell. If I get the inquiry, I will
Yeah.
negotiate, but actively, or I do not want to give it to any other broker to try selling the name or anything, right? Until
Yeah.
2020. Yeah. And this was my thought, and I discussed this with couple of my friends in 2017 when I bought the asset. So you get it, right? So
Yeah, yeah.
I was mentally
You
prepared.
already, yeah, you already have the mindset of how you will handle the domain name you have.
Yeah.
It's not a cheap domain name. It's a really expensive to acquire that domain name and to have the mindset to tell yourself that and to keep it for like 3 years and later you are not even accepting a broker as you have been saying you are not even accepting a broker to sell the domain for you. You just want to keep it for like 3 years.
Yeah. So basically, like, okay, okay, now one more thing. In Nempros, we were talking about the community, right? So for
Yeah,
any new people, it is always good to join a community, right? But within the
yeah.
community, there are mixed batch of people. Some people will misguide you, right?
Yeah,
And some people will help you, right? So that is the every individual has to go and face the reality, right? So
yeah,
it doesn't mean that if you go into the Nempros, that means you won't learn something. No. Personally, I have learned many things from Nempros, from that
yeah,
community, by the observing how the people trade, how the people do, how the
yeah,
people talk, how the people do the deals, how they negotiate. So I learned many things from Nempros, right? But
yeah. I
it
recommend,
yeah,
and I
sorry.
recommend you to read all the comments. I recommend because some comments will be misleading you.
Yeah.
They are just just misleading. So I recommend beginners to read all comments to see different type of people and
Hmm.
in community.
Yeah.
So that's what I have been doing. I read all comments. I see how people interact with each other. Even that I don't comment on any community at the beginning, but I keep watching everyone how they interact each other. Maybe someone will see something true, while others will see something not true. So you need to observe for a while, like a 2 month or like stuff like that. Then go into the business. Just
Yeah. See, the thing is, like, most important thing is read.
yeah,
And honestly speaking, instead of like focusing too much into what people are buying, no, learn what people are selling.
yeah,
Yeah,
yes,
focus into what is selling on daily basis, because what is selling brings you the result, right?
okay,
Because
okay,
just imagine 366 million name. How many names sold so far? Like
yeah,
every day there is barely maybe couple hundred people names are, or maybe, okay, reported and unreported, maybe I'm assuming maybe daily, maybe few hundred to
okay,
even maybe 1000 names a day are selling. I'm talking about reported and unreported. See, the name bio is only for reported sales.
yeah,
Yeah. So now imagine, like, if only 500 to 1000 names names are selling daily. Now, how long it will take to touch even 366 million? Years and years, right?
yes. Yeah, someone, yeah, some domainers always sell like 1% of their portfolio, stuff like that. So it's not that much of sales, and that's the best advice I heard. It's about focusing on what sells and not what people are buying. So
No,
thank you.
see that, like, there are multiple models. Okay, there are multiple models, right? Some people are only holding 20 names. Okay, only
Okay.
20 names, but
Only
those
to,
20, yeah, but those 20 names are very powerful. Each name may be worth 6 to 7 figure, you know
okay.
but those names are like what, pyramid.com, right?
Yeah.
beer.com. So, like, I'm talking about
Ultra premium domain names. Yeah, ultra
yeah.
premium
so
domain
so
names.
so like, those are the premium assets, like. But
Yeah.
this is 1% and 2% and everything, right? Honestly speaking, uh it is also very misleading, because
Yeah.
that means you are trying to buy something which may be not valuable assets to other people, right?
Okay,
And trying to sell with the higher prices, you know,
yeah.
to other people to offset and try to get into that zone, you know, right? And
Yeah.
yeah, means like it's a very good and a very better tracking method for sure, you know, but
Yeah.
it involves lots of variable. It's not easy.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Okay. Another question. Uh, so from your domain portfolio, I can see that you are investing in 4letter.com. How did you get into that investment? And do you recommend people to do the same? The 4letter.com.
Yeah, see, like a 4letter.com, I think, like we discussed earlier, right?
Okay.
I think uh, if anybody ask me, like if somebody new coming into the investment of this domain, right?
Okay.
I would only suggest to get into the 4letter.com. Why?
4letter.com.
Why? Because I can tell you one very simple reason. That 4letter.com, right? The average price for the lower end is around, let's say, like 100 to 200 dollar, 100
Yeah.
to 200 dollar for kind of average lower end 4letter.com, right? Okay.
Yeah.
And most of them, those names are only get traded between the people, like reseller to reseller, reseller to reseller.
Yeah.
But that will give you the trading experience, right? So personally, me, if instead of hand raise 10 different names with the $10 each,
Yeah.
you buy something for $100, okay? And why $100? Because it if the average price for the 4-liter moves, like let's say like it becomes $130,
Yeah.
you will gain by 30%, okay?
Yeah.
But let's say like if the average price goes to $80, you will lose 20%, okay?
Yeah,
Right?
that's what domain investing is all about. Because
No, no,
when
no,
you
no.
are
No,
because
like, see, what I'm trying to say is, like, you have a 10 hand raise name, and there is no guarantee it is gonna sell.
it's like gambling. Hand
Yeah,
race
yeah.
is like gambling. It's
No,
not.
no, 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 no.
Yeah.
Hand raise is, see, the hand raise is good. I'm talking about. See, we need
Okay.
to understand hand raise is good. Even I do hand raise. You know, even many people do the hand raise. Many people do the back order. Many people do the closeout purchase. I'm
Okay.
not against that. But if somebody new person comes into this domain world, right? I
Yeah.
think the why 4-liter is more important than any other asset class, because you are trading something where the average price is already defined. So that
Yeah.
means you already know that what numbers you are playing with, right? And in a worst case scenario, you may lose 20% or 30%, right? Okay.
Yes. Yes.
But but another possibility is, there is a good possibility it may also bring the 20 to 30% profit to you, right?
Okay. Yes.
but
Yes.
but so that means you are still playing with the actual average numbers based on the average market price for the similar asset class, and against, and like hand raise, you, okay, after the 1 year nothing got sold and you got frustrated, right?
Yeah. You need
Then
to renew.
you lost all your $100.
Yeah.
Like, compared to this, like after a 1 year the renewal comes for four, just let's say like you assume you bought 4 liter for $100 today.
Yeah.
After a 1 year, when the renewal comes, right, you may decide, okay, you may decide, okay, whether I wanna try to sell for 150, or maybe can I take a loss or something. So it depends on the average price for that time. Let's say like average price is $90, but so that means you still lost only $10.
Yeah.
You get it, right? You lost.
Yeah.
And now compare mathematically that 10 hand raise of $100, right? Like 10 hand raise for $10 each, right?
Yeah.
the renewal bill is $100 again.
Yeah. So you need
And
to
the
pay
yeah,
100
yeah,
every year.
yeah, and 100 one 4 liter for $100. Your renewal bill is only $10.
$10. Yeah. So
So this is a pure math. This is a pure. This is the see. Like honestly speaking, I am also investor into the 4liter.com, right?
yeah.
Why am I sharing my secret? Why am I creating a competitor, right? But
Yes.
no, because I really wanna people to like come into the domain world, and I really wish that many people get more success. Like many
Thank
other
you.
people. I
Thank
am
you so
also I am only very small student in the world, and I will be small student. I will be little student lifelong.
No,
So
you're just humble. You
no
you
no
have
like
your name on the domain community. I've already said that. I have already said the secrets.
but this is seriously because I've been through that situation. Maybe
Yeah.
I can afford to lose $5,000 to $10,000 in my initial time, but maybe other people do not have that luxury to
Yeah.
lose that much money in initial time. Means like, okay, you get the trading experience for a couple years, then you hand raise 5,000 names. I'm not gonna say anything to anybody. Then everybody do whatever is best for them. You get my point, right?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
initially 99.99% people fail because they start thinking that whatever I think is become an instant brand for others. It doesn't work that way.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you for the advice. That's why I'm making this live stream, and that's why I have been trying to share different videos to my audience because I'm worried about them. I don't want them to lose the money that I have lost or you have lost or something like that. So we are trying to give them everything that we know, so they can avoid losing any money. So I will get into some of the
Yeah,
questions here. So.
yeah.
Do you prefer, when we are talking about premium domains, do you prefer buying premium domains directly from seller via their landing page or email, or do you prefer bidding on the aftermarket for premium domains?
No, see, the thing is like that. Buying directly is very for okay now. Today we are only and only focusing for the people who are totally new to the market. You understand, right?
Okay, yes,
Yeah,
yeah.
only. So I am only gonna discuss only in the context of new people, right?
Thank you, thank you.
Yeah. So for the new people, if the somebody listed some name for $10,000, do we really know if it is worth that much? You want you
Yeah, yes,
right? Yeah. So I think only focus into the average price for a particular asset class, okay, right?
okay,
Like market price, like, and that is the only reason I'm keep repeating again and again. The simple most not simple, but the most logical way to enter into the industry is trade into the 4 liter world, right?
okay,
And that 4 liter, yes, like once you know the average price, let's say once you know the average price, right, then you
yeah,
can also participate in the auction, okay, because you already know that how much you are gonna play around, like little bit here and there. Means like if the name is little bit pronounceable, then that price depends on the how good the name is.
yeah.
We can go up to 125 to $150.
At CVCV.com 4 liter, uh, how much do you think it will be worth? CVCVC.
See, the thing is that CVCV is like the second most popular category into the general 4 liter world, right?
Okay.
And but even inside that there are so many garbage. I have seen the
Yeah.
like some CVCV selling for $500 to $1,000, $1,200, and people have a very hard time even selling for a little profit. You get my point, right?
Okay.
But in a general term, there are like let's say like uh, I used to own Goko.com, Goko.com. Okay, that is a
Okay.
CVCV, but it belongs to the very, very good category, you know, right?
Yeah.
And generally speaking, I don't mind paying around like $5,000 up to $5,000 for similar type of name, you know, right?
Okay.
But if there is something called HUQE, you know, HUQE.com,
Yeah.
personally, I would not even pay $1,000. So you get it, right? And
Yeah.
and if somebody brings me Lisa, LISA.com, I may
L-
even LISA, Lisa,
yeah. Yeah.
Lisa.com, you know, right?
Yeah.
It's a name for a girl or woman or something.
50,000. I think about
Yeah.
$50,000.
Yeah. So like I won't mind paying $10,000 to $15,000 for that name.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
even
That's a good name.
even in a CVCV, see the thing, these kind of things you can only understand
Yeah.
after you gain some trading experience.
Yes. Yes.
So
Indeed.
so
Indeed.
so today we don't wanna mix.
Mix. Yeah.
You get me, right?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
We don't
But, and thank you for that, because I'm asking different questions and I know my
yeah,
audience is just starting to do that. So
yeah,
thank you for keeping it simple for the audience. I really
yeah,
appreciate that.
yeah.
So let's go to another question. I hope it's simple and can be understandable. So when was your first six-figure sale? I mean you started I guess you started again in 2015, yeah?
Now
2015.
no, 2016. I started in 2016, right?
Yeah.
And
How long does it take to get into the six-figure sales?
see the right now, like we don't want to go into too much into history, okay?
Yeah.
But
Okay.
I can say that I have some handful of six figure, okay?
Okay.
And the latest publicly reported six figure is electriccar.com.
Yeah. Yeah. I have already mentioned that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so like which I just sold
Congratulations.
last month for $180,000 US dollar, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, but that six figure and everything, like again, I'm talking about, you know,
Yeah.
but in 2017, I paid large amount to acquire that asset, okay? But
Okay.
that thing is only feasible if we have a luxury of some other income or something, right?
Okay.
So
Yeah.
right now we want to just focus for new, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So
I'm
so
just
uh,
I'm
so
just
so, so,
I'm just bringing that to give
yeah,
some kind of motivation because
yeah.
people
No.
people are just getting to know you.
Okay, let me tell you one thing. I
Okay.
started with $25 profit, okay?
Okay.
And I am making six-figure profit by selling one particular name. You get me, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
from
Congratulations.
$25 profit to six-figure profit, it is possible, and
And
I
you
go,
have done it and you have done it in like 4 years. It's
yeah.
yeah, it's
So
pretty
and
impressive.
no, and 4 years, and I had a very great trading experience. I learned so many things. I'm learning every day something new, you know, because
Yeah.
I like I said, I consider myself as a very little student of the world, and I just want to keep improving with the time, right?
Have
So
the best mindset.
yeah, and so basically it is possible, but like I said, that $25 that profit confidence, it will bring the confidence.
Yeah.
So because we are talking today about the new people who really want to start, or we who really want to join, right, the
Yeah.
domain industry as a like a small investor or something, and we
Yeah.
don't know if they have a $1,000 budget, or if they have a $500 budget, or if they have a $5,000 budget, right? So
Most there are, I guess for now, I think people who are watching, I guess people who are watching are the people who are already making money online and making like a 5-figure with AdSense or stuff like that. Those are the people who do understand English. So that's why I'm bringing that up, because there is a mix of people in the audience. So if someone, I don't know, contacted you later for a premium domain or something like that, And one of the questions I have got is when you are dealing for a 5 and 6 figure domains, you have a 5 or 6 and 6 figure domains. Do you recommend hiring a broker for closing those big deals? Is it really necessary?
See, the thing is like it depends on every individual. Okay.
Okay.
Personally, because like I also analyze myself, like what is my weakness, what is my strength, right? But
Okay.
honestly speaking, like up to this is only me, okay? Up to
Okay.
6 figure negotiation, I don't need a broker. You get it, right? up
Yeah,
up to
yeah. Why?
up to even lower end of 6 figure, I don't need a broker, I can do it myself, right? But the thing is, there are I have seen there are so many people who may not know how to negotiate, right? For them, the broker is good, because
It's good.
the broker will bring the very good result for certain people, right? And
Okay.
but it's a very tricky zone. It's
Yeah.
very tricky. It's not easy, because let me tell you one more thing about the brokers in the industry. There are different types of broker in the industry, okay? Some
Okay.
broker are themselves as an investor, right? So
Okay.
when the broker are themselves as an investor, I do not give much importance to them. Why?
Okay.
Because they may have a 50-50 thought in their mind, whether can I buy it myself or can I try to sell.
Yes, yes,
You get it, right?
yes.
And some broker are pure broker, okay? Because
Okay.
whose full-time job is just to broker,
The
right?
broker. Okay.
But those people are only gonna touch the premium asset. They are not gonna touch
Yeah.
the something is worth $500 or $2,000, $1,000, which we like to sell for $5,000.
Yeah.
Those brokers are not gonna touch those assets, right?
Okay.
And one more thing, even in the broker, sometimes some broker are trying to sell 50 to 100 names, right? And
Okay.
if they don't have a team, then I doubt they even put some kind of real effort, behind
Okay.
selling your asset. Because I had a couple experience in a past, and for 3 months or 4 months, he didn't do anything. Because
Nothing.
nothing, like why we need a broker, right?
Yeah.
We need a broker so he can go out in the market and try to find the right buyer for our asset, right?
Okay.
and
So when
and
you have internet user already, you don't need a broker.
yeah, no,
That's
see, the thing is, like it requires many variables, okay?
okay.
It is not simple and easy to understand when do we really need a broker or when we don't need a broker, okay? But honestly speaking, let's say like for example, in an electric car, right?
Yeah.
Like the inquiry came from the CIDO, okay? And
Okay.
now in the CIDO, we don't get a luxury to communicate back and forth with the buyer, okay?
Okay.
But because I already read about on the Twitter and about the Dave Evanson, who is a pseudo broker, very
Uh-huh.
good broker. I would highly recommend, if you have a very premium asset. Uh,
Okay.
we can also get we should present to him to see if he really like to broker or something, right? But that's
Okay.
another story. Now, like
Okay.
for this electric car, so basically there was an incoming inquiry on electric car, right?
Okay.
And because I already know this broker is good from CIDO, so I emailed him. I emailed Dave that,
Okay.
Dave, this is the inquiry I got, okay? And because I wanted to negotiate with this buyer, and the only way I can negotiate, if I get a proper buy, because I in a CIDO, I buyer and seller cannot negotiate directly.
Not like Dan. Not like Dan.com.
No,
Okay.
no. So buyer and seller cannot negotiate directly, and you can only write a small message or something. And for if we really want to bring the max dollar,
Yeah.
you can't get something just by writing in a like uh, little amount of time, then
Okay.
it will take a long time to negotiate. And I wanted to take the decision very fast. Okay, so
Okay.
i I emailed Dave in the morning. I said, can you negotiate on my behalf? So that means then I can communicate with Dave,
Yeah.
convey what is my thought process behind the asset, so he can present the same points to the buyer. You understand?
Yeah.
So
He's a
I
middleman.
I created that bridge by myself.
Okay.
You understand, right? And
Yeah.
plus because the Dave already had a experience of trading like bigger assets. So
Okay. He's already known in the community, but he's not
yeah, no,
but known
yeah.
and this.
So basically, once he already know how to close the deal into the 6 to 7 figure range.
Yeah.
So then we don't have to worry, like we don't have to explain it too much to him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Then it's only about the number where to settle.
Okay.
You get it, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
so it's not easy to say like, okay, no, oh, for this. But yes, definitely, if you don't know how to negotiate, and if you are holding a very good asset, hire a broker.
Thank you so much. Thank you. That's what some people are looking for because they already have the budget for a premium domain name. They want to flip it for I guess they want to flip it. So a broker will be required if you are new to negotiating. So I have another impressive sale you already made and a question about it too. So I remember your issue with escrow while selling digitalglobal.com that you bought for 1,200 and sold for $13,000, which is amazing in like 11 months. Congrats for that.
Thank you.
So, do you recommend using escrow for closing deals? Do you recommend using escrow, or do you have other alternatives? I'm asking fast because there is 10 minutes.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
No problem. No, like this is the escrow.com is good. I I
Yeah.
I definitely recommend it. And many of my bigger sales I completed only through escrow because it's the only licensed escrow company. Okay,
Okay.
so that is the only legitimate escrow company in United States. Okay, and and if you see even a 9 million, $10 million deals, or you get them up, right? All the
Yes.
higher sales deals completed only via escrow.com because
Okay.
that is the most trustworthy. Okay, now
Thank you.
there are other alternative, like for smaller amount, like let's say like
Epic escrow. There is Epic escrow again.
yeah, Epic is good. I never used it, but I heard many people are using it,
Yeah.
Epic escrow.
Epic
And
escrow.
even Dan is also good. Dan,
Yeah.
yeah.
Then
And inside the Dan there is a feature called imported lead. That means it is only 5% commission.
commission. Okay.
Yeah, it is only 5%. So basically, Dan or Epic or anything is good up to $2,500 deal.
Okay.
For anything more than $2,500 to $5,000 or more, I would my first choice is escrow.com.
Okay. Thank you so much. I have, I guess, two other questions. So the question here is, okay. We see some people promoting their domains via Facebook ads and LinkedIn ads. They pay for ads to sell their domain names. What do you think about that? Have you ever tried sponsoring your domain names?
So like so far, like I personally never advertise anything, to sell. Like personally, like I never used any like ad platform to sell any names. But yes, means like I believe in exposure basically, right? So
Yes.
it is advisable to list on many marketplaces, you know, like
Okay.
Afternic, Sido, right? And
Yes.
plus, but yes, I have seen that few of my friends who has a very good success, and with the LinkedIn, I think LinkedIn, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. LinkedIn.
So with the LinkedIn, they do some kind of ad or something for better exposure, with some
Yes.
kind of a banner for sale or something, and they they do some tricks over there. And so basically, yeah, social media. But this that is in a future, I may really like to do the experiment with ad, for sure.
Okay. Okay. I will be waiting for the case
Thank you.
study. Good luck for that.
Yeah.
So, yes, yes, I guess that's most of the question. They are yeah. Another question about investing in brandable domain names. I have you have already answered half of that. If you are willing to invest in 4letters.com, but it's too hard to have a brandable domain name in the asset of 4letters.com. But for other people who are investing in 5 letter and 6 letters brandable domain names,
Let me tell
have you ever
you.
tried that?
Let me tell you one thing, very simple way.
Okay.
Right now, today we are only discussing about the new people, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So 2 letter, 3 letter, and 4 letter. Those are the only liquid class category. Okay.
Okay.
That means there is a defined average price for a particular asset. So for example, 2letter.com, the average trading market price is around like $500,000. Okay.
Okay.
For 3letter.com, the average are lower end 3 letters are traded around like 10,000, 12,000 to $15,000. Okay. Right.
Okay.
4 letter average trading price is around like $100 to $200 for we are only talking about the lower end stuff. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
5 letter, there is no market for that. Yes, people are selling, but it's not a liquid asset class, you understand? So
Yeah. Yeah.
it is hard to understand it. It is hard to, so like if you, so basically, okay, now if you have a $100 4letter.com, 10 different, that is $1,000 investment.
Yeah.
So but you are already playing with your fixed loss to fixed or probability of making a profit, you understand?
Yeah.
But
Yes.
if you bought, let's say, like $500 worth of 55letters.com, there is no guarantee
Okay.
it is gonna. But like I said, that 5 letter, I'm doing it 5 letter. Okay. But
Okay.
it will only comes with the experience.
Okay.
So the
Yes.
first step is forget about everything. First step is learn about how to trade, how to sell something for $25 to $50 profit. Then everything else comes later.
Thank you so much. Thank you. I guess the live stream it will end because it's already an hour. I'm sorry, we have already
No, no, no.
agreed for 15, but I took all the time. Thank you so much. People who are watching, if they want to reach you or get in contact with you, how can they do that? If someone wants to buy a premium domain or a 4letter.com domain, how
Yeah,
can
I
they
mean,
contact you?
like, okay, like you don't need to trade to contact me. Anybody can contact me without trading, like I believe in building the good relationship with the people, right? So
Thank you.
first thing, they can contact me on my site. It's not a live site, but in the future I'm gonna have my own site, but the web
Okay.
address is qualitynames.com. Okay.
Okay.
And
I have
plus, and for Instagram, I have the same handle, like quality names, 8
okay.
quality names, right.
Yeah.
For Twitter, they can connect with me with the 8 quality names underscore.
Okay.
Quality names underscore is my Twitter handle. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Uh, and in Nimbus, it's a Terra domain.
Yes, on Nempros is a TERADOMAIN, Terra
Okay.
domain.
Thank you so much. I guess the live will end now. Thank you everyone for watching. If you enjoyed this live stream, share it with your friends. And thank you so much again.